Be a very quick video on a very quick video on what laplace, the first shift theorem and second shift theorem thing. Okay, more in all, I'm going to talk about second shift theorem. So let's take a look on the thing so that can pretty much understand things. So apparently imagine we have a graph like this. A function one, for example, at time 0, okay, this is time, x this is time, and this is the whatever function. I mean, y is something else, okay. And then for time is 0, the function 1 is started, and then until certain time, until certain time, we call it t1. The function 1 is being destroyed. I mean, is being eliminated, and then f2 function 2 comes in, and then function 3 comes. At this point, function 2 is being eliminated, function 3 comes in. Okay, so we just said the relationship for this phenomenon is being written over here. So what it means is that for function 1, this is the function 1 multiplied by ut, okay, which is, if let's say, because let's say if you have this is a second shift theorem. So let's say if you have this is t minus a. So if let's say you have t when your actual time is at t, so let's say I call it this is a, is it? Okay, no, this is maybe let's call it what? I call it t1, and I call it t2. That'd be cool. And then this is 0. So apparently, or maybe we call it t. Okay, so t is actually the time when you start the thing. Okay, the time when you start, when you on the engine, and vroom, and then F1 will comes in. Then until T1, F1 down, and then F2 up. And then until T2, F2 destroyed, and then F3, this F3 lah, okay? F3 will be up. So this means that F1, ut, meaning that this means that it's the function start at this point, the very original point. And then for you add f2 minus f1, which is the function of 2 minus function of 1. So you will get, because function of 2 is this whole thing, right? Minus function of 1, you get this portion. You get what I mean? So function of 2 covers all this portion. So minus f1, you have this portion over here. So this is what it means. So this portion is being represented by, in the time domain, it will be u, and then t minus t1, which is let's say this is 0. When you start at 0, it's just 0. When you start at it's just 4. Okay, so at okay, this is a little tricky. Okay, let's don't look at it. Let's look at t minus a and t minus a. Okay, so at this point, f2 minus f1, so it will be t minus t1, which is this. Okay, so this minus this. I'm not going to talk about anything about this anymore. Okay, this is a little complicated. But let's take a look at the examples. Okay, so apparently this whole row is actually in your notes question 5. Question 5 of our notes. Okay, this is actually the function. This is the function 1, this is the function 2, and this is the function 3. Okay, and this is the time interval. So apparently the graph will look like something like this. Function 1, 0 to 4, maybe this is 4, and then from 4 to 6. Okay, so therefore for this is some parabola, so it should be maybe this is like that, function 1, and then for 2t minus 3, this is some function, maybe maybe it's like that, one straight line. And then this is f2, and then this is just sorry, this is, yeah, whatever lah, okay. And then for this is f3. So this is the graph, okay, somewhat like this, okay. So similarly, we also take note in this in terms of this form. So what do I first need to do is to because the question asks you to transform this whole thing into what do we call laplace, okay, to make it like this, and then we transform it back to t, okay. So later you'll know what I mean. So therefore as I say, if you want to find this portion, first, this is just f1 ut, which is simply at time is 0. At this point, there's three numbers. Typically, when there's three things, there's three numbers: 0, 4, and 6, right? So you just sub in, you know which is which already, okay? Later you will know. So this is actually t, okay? And then plus what do you call? Okay, and then now we talk about the function f2 minus f1. I quickly gonna write, and then t minus 4. Okay, so t is some whatever time when you input. Okay, now I know already. T is some whatever thing that we input. Okay, I just t is a variable, so we're not gonna solve for t. Okay. Then for this portion, it's f3 minus the function of 2. So and you may ask why f3, this whole is f3, right? I mean, this whole thing is f3, right? If you were to say just now, as I give the example, f2 minus f1, you get this portion, and then why not f3 minus f2 minus f1, then you get this portion, you know. So apparently from my point of view, I don't know lah, anyhow whack lah, but how do I say, f3 is only in terms of this portion, because when you start at f2, yeah, this is f2, right? f2 is in terms of you already cut away f1, so it's in terms of this. So for this portion, f3 is just f3 and f2. Okay, never mind. You just follow the equation. Shit, this is not a very good quality video. Then ut minus 6. Okay, so it's just the numbers over here. T minus 6. So what it means is that, okay, when it's at t, it starts, and then f1 starts. And then when it is at 4, t is equal to 4, okay, f2 starts, okay, so u0, and then if t is equal to 6, and then f3 will start. So this is what it means. So generally this is the case, and therefore the next step is to translate them. Once you set up the formula, so it's very simple. It's just f1 first, and then f2 minus f1, and then f3 minus f2. Okay, and then from the term biggest to smallest, you just sub in 6, 4, and 0. When you just go to take a look at my notes, and then you'll also understand what I mean. But generally, this is what I mean. And then let me take a look at what things that I need to clean. And then okay, and then now you sub in the function. Okay, now we sub in the function. So f1 is just 3t squared, then ut plus f2, okay, 2t minus 3, and then minus f1, which is 3t squared, okay, and then you t minus 4, and then plus f3 minus f2, and then f3 minus f2, and then u t minus 6. Okay, this is t minus 6. And then sub in, and then now you sub in the time interval. So what it means is that you sub in if it's because now it's minus 0 ma, so you don't need to sub in anything, that's 3t squared, that's all. Let's put it like that. And then now for this case, maybe I should draw in the parentheses. So this is the first function, this is the second, the f2, this is the f1, and this is the I hope that I can identify the relationship, then in the future you can know, because I'm really rushing time. I'm 9:30, I haven't eat my dinner. Anyway, I'm playing game last now, so yeah. So this is F1, so this is this portion, and then this is this portion, and then this thing is this portion. Okay, hope you get it clear. And then this is why the next thing, this also explains why the next step that I'm gonna do is this. So now for this thing, t minus 4, you just sub it in into here, so it will be 2 into this t. So this is t minus 4 minus 3 minus 3t minus 4 square. And then continue, you have this ut minus 4. The purpose is that you want to correlate the time with regards to the time interval within here. And then and so on for this. So you just sub in maybe 5 that's 2 minus 2t minus 6 minus 3. Okay. And then the next step is to solve whatever thing that is, and then you'll get some numbers. But make sure that when you get some numbers, maybe let's say 4t, and then this is t plus 3, and then ut minus 4 plus 6, ut minus 6. So this is just anyhow whack numbers lah. So when you sum it up everything, so you just expand and then you just solve for each of them. Once you solve for each of them already, what do I do? Okay, so we have to transform them. Transform these into Laplace. So this will become 4s squared. And then ut, as I say, ut minus a is equal to e minus as, right? But since there is no a, so minus 0s is just equal to 1. This is what I mean just now, okay, in the very early video as I talk about it. Then t u, now this t 3 over s, okay, and then ut minus 4, t minus 4, okay, so e minus 4s. So you have e minus 4s over here, and then plus 6 over s, and then e minus 6s. So this is the whole general concept of things. And just to summarize, the first thing you need to do is to write down this equation. It's in your book, okay? Yeah, it's in your book, the formula page 119, and then the second second equation, the second shift theorem thing, the same thing. So yeah, so you set up this equation, and then in terms of this relationship, and then the next thing is just to sub in the function because you already write in the function already ma. Because now you sub in the intervals and the name of the function. Next you sub in the function itself, and then you sub in the interval, you solve for it, and then you rearrange, and then you transform into Laplace, and then you sort of have the answer already. Okay, and then if you want to transfer back to the time domain and stuff like that. And then for the rest, for questions 6 and 7, you do your own, okay? I mean not do your own, but rather you can refer to my notes. And I hope that this is a really useful video because it's really terrible. Okay, anyway, yeah, so see ya.